Okay, Coach, opening statement on this past week for the Lumberjacks.
This past week I thought we had an okay week. Played a really good half of basketball on Saturday. Unfortunately, it was too little, too late.
Mm-hmm.
But then I thought we did a good job. Again, put ourselves Monday night in a tough situation, and did a really good job of kind of rising to the occasion when we needed to, and got the game to overtime, and we're fortunate to win in overtime down in New Orleans. So all in all, we've made some progress with our team here over the last week or so, and need to continue to do so moving into this weekend.
In regards to Monday night, the national attention that was garnered behind Matt Hayman, another time for him to be on SportsCenter. Not the first buzzer beater that has happened in a year stretch for the Lumberjacks, obviously with AJ Kajust in Vegas. But just talk about the immediate reaction from your perspective, and then anything else that you may have gotten from the rest of the basketball world.
No, just a well-coached play, right? Like that was all coaching. We had to prepare to do exactly that. No, at the end of the day, all sarcasm aside, we put ourselves in such a bad hole. I think we were down 11 with 1:50 to go, and give our guys credit for never giving up, continuing to play. And we had some things go our way. We also made some things go our way, and then got it to overtime, and had a 4-point lead in overtime late, and then turned it over. We're fortunate to make a couple of big plays to get up 3, and at the end of the day, when you're in those situations late, obviously you need a little bit of luck, but you also need a couple of your guys to just step up and even attempt to put themselves in the position to do that. And fortunately for us, Matt, he's been willing to do that. And let's don't kid ourselves. There's a lot of luck involved when you shoot about a 60-footer.
Yeah.
But he stepped up. He took on that challenge, and fortunately for us, for our university, for our community, he was able to make it, and it's gotten a lot of attention to our program and to our university. And as we continue to grow and kind of embrace who we are and where we're heading, any news like that, any publicity like that is a positive for Matt, for our program, for Stephen F. Austin. So all in all, pretty good day.
And before I turn it over to the media, a lot of the attention was on Matt, but then of course Keon Thompson, he got a career high in 23 points and was a really big factor when it came to being able to get you guys back out of that hole. So talk about Keon's play.
Yeah, he's really made a bunch of progress. Here in the last few weeks of the season. We actually put him in the runner on the baseline because he was so effective as the game wore on of being able to get in the paint, get the ball around the rim and score. And so really pleased that he's continuing to grow, to gain more confidence and play well. Our team's going to need him as we move here through the last 4 or 5 weeks of the season.
All right, to the media.
Yeah, Coach, going back to Monday nights when we've seen it since you became interim, a lot of close games, close losses. How does it feel to finally be able to pull one of these games out, especially one where you guys, like you said, were trailing by double digits with under 2 minutes left, able to force overtime and then go out and get a half-court game-winning shot to win?
Yeah, I think to your first point, the first step when you're trying to grow and build your team is you've got to get yourself in close games. Like that's the first step, right? Is how do we get these guys where we're competitive late in games, giving ourselves a chance to win, and they've certainly done that, and that's a credit to our players and just their determination, their stick-to-itiveness of wanting to compete, wanting to play for one another, and then as you put yourself in those situations more and more, you learn how to win. And we're still in the process of learning how to win. But fortunately for us, we've done it a couple times here in the last week, and we really need to continue to do that moving forward.
Yeah, for a team that had really been searching for a spark pretty much the whole season, to have a win in overtime, and especially a win like you guys had, what does that kind of do for y'all confidence-wise, momentum-wise, heading into this final stretch? Yeah,
we're putting a lot of focus on Matt's shot and the one win, but I think over the last 2 weeks, I think there's been a pretty distinctive competitive edge about our team. I think the last four games out, we've put ourselves in really good situations. Had an opportunity to win all 4. Unfortunately, you're not going to win all of them. and we just need to continue to grow and develop with this group moving forward, because I do think, the more times that this group can put themselves in situations where you have a chance to win, I like the character, I like the competitive maturity of our team. I think we'll win more times than not moving forward. So it'll be exciting to watch, fun to be a part of, and hopefully we can continue to do good things.
Yeah, like Hunter said, the spotlight well deserved on Matt Hayman for that shot, but going down the stretch in the second half, a couple of big time shots from Tierno, a couple of key free throws from Keon and Krishan, even with the lane violation that did happen. Just
I'm sorry?
The lane violation late on the Krishan Christmas free throw to tie it. Just like I said, well-deserved spotlight on Matt Hayman, but just talk about those guys going down the stretch and being able to battle back to tie the game and send it to overtime.
Yeah, we've already visited about Keon a little bit, but you're exactly right. Not only did he make a couple free throws, but he also got his own rebound on a free throw, and those are big plays, especially late. CC stepping up and making a couple free throws as time kind of wound down. The piece of him having the wherewithal to catch the pass from Keon after Keon's offensive rebound. That's a tough pass to catch it, go up and score and get fouled. And then Tierno, things haven't gone Tierno's way over the course of the season, but he's put together a pretty good couple of weeks in terms of daily habits, and I was happy that he was able to get rewarded for that in the game on Monday, and hopefully that can continue.
And then going to Saturday, last time you guys faced Texas A&M, Corpus Christi was over 2 months ago. Obviously, very different times for both teams. Kind of talk about the difference you've seen in your team and the difference you've seen in the Islanders. Yeah,
our team is significantly different, obviously, and I hope that can be beneficial to us on Saturday. Corpus, they're well coached. They've got good size. They've got a really good player in Clark, who's a handful. I think their guards play with great speed, great aggressiveness, and so we're going to be challenged. We're going to be challenged defensively with just the pace at which their guards play, the physicality with which their bigs play. If we want to win on Saturday and keep making some progress, we're going to have to really have great toughness on the defensive end. We're going to really have to do a good job on the glass, and then offensively, hopefully we continue to grow and share the ball, be effective. Monday night with most points we've scored all year. We've had some season highs here the last couple of weeks. Most threes we've made in a game, most assists we've had in a game. Like we're starting to come together offensively, and we're gonna need all hands on deck, and we're going to play really well on Saturday.
Yeah, Coach, just kind of going back to the last game, I know we've talked about Matt. Obviously, he's going to get some attention, Keon. But you had three more, Nana, CC, and Keith, who scored double digits. How nice is that to get scoring output from not only just a couple people, but from more than a couple?
Yeah, I think that's been the biggest key to kind of the way that we're playing offense and our ability to kind of score points here the last couple of weeks. Is we've gotten more contributions from more people. I think we're doing a better job of seeing the floor. I think we're doing a better job of passing the ball. I think we're doing a better job of being prepared on the catch to either shoot it or make a play for a teammate. And when you do that, your assist numbers show up, your 3-point percentages show up, and like you said, those guys have all been kind of the recipients of some pretty unselfish play and some awareness from their teammates, because they have the ability, to make shots and score the ball. But we're doing a better job of playing with 5 guys on the offensive end here of late, and we need to continue to do that moving forward.
So for the 2 games for the home stretch, you got Saturday against Corpus Christi, as previously mentioned a little bit, near the top half of the conference standings, and then obviously on Monday hosting the Vaqueros, again another team that was seen.
Great rolling of the R.
Thank you. I'm very proud of that one. But just, I know we briefly talked about the Islanders, but just talk a little bit more about in depth on both teams and what you can expect.
Yeah, Monday obviously haven't delved too much into UTRGV quite yet, but at their place they really spread the floor. Watching their numbers, they put shooters all over the place, and so your defense is really stretched. And for us, we've got to do a better job. Obviously there we didn't shoot the ball well at all. We didn't take care of the ball very well at all in game 1, and so we've got to shore those 2 things up before we even worry about necessarily what they do. But they're a good team, well coached. They play with a freeness offensively that is dangerous when you have good players playing free-minded and playing in the open floor. So we've got to really make them play 5-on-5 in the half court, have the court feel really, really small, and then hopefully make them make decisions with bodies around them as opposed to being able to play freely.
2 more chances to catch the Jacks this week as they continue to try to make a push for a strong back half of the season against Corpus Christi this Saturday at 5, and then against the Vaqueros on Monday night at 6:30. Coach, as always, thank you for your time.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you, everybody.